Canada's ambassador to China in Dandong last night draws a straight line between Robert Schellenberg's failed appeal and what's happening in a Vancouver courtroom this week.
I don't think it's a coincidence that these are happening right now while events are going on in Vancouver.
Huawei CFO Meng Wengzhou's lawyers made last-ditch efforts to stay her extradition case. Tomorrow, arguments on the substance of the extradition request finally begin.
If she were to end up in jail in the U.S., Beijing would find that extremely insulting, a big loss.
Canada-Chinese relations took a nosedive after RCMP arrested Meng in 2018 at Washington's request, just before Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig were detained.
They are trumped-up charges for which there's absolutely no basis in law.
Today, as Spavor waited to hear his fate, Ottawa condemned Robert Schellenberg's death sentence. We have repeatedly expressed to China our firm opposition to this cruel and inhumane punishment. Today, Western allies also condemned Beijing, just as they did during the trials of Spavor and Kovrig back in March. Some China watchers say that solidarity could have an impact.
It does embarrass the Chinese government. They don't like to be embarrassed internationally.
Here at home, the government continues to take heat over its handling of the crisis.
We need to use every resource possible at the diplomatic level to save Mr. Schellenberg's life.
Conservative leader Arsenault even called for a boycott of the Beijing Olympics.
Beijing has to know that the world is watching the genocide taking place against the Uyghurs. They've watched what's been happening in Hong Kong and the situation with Mr. Schellenberg, Mr. Spavor, and Mr. Kovrig. The world is watching.
Canada has a complex, intertwined relationship with China. It is our second largest trading partner. As tensions continue, the way forward remains unclear, as does a path home for the Canadians whose lives are on the line. Travis Stanrash, CBC News, Ottawa.